महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभां निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। निधये सर्वविद्यानां जये भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकक्षिणामूर्ते नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। स्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः। अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः, देवाय तस्मै नमः। ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः। ॐ श्रीगणेशाय नमः, श्रीसरस्वत्यै नमः, श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। श्रीभगवानुवाच तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्तः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता। ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमसः परमुच्यते। ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितं न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते। तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दते। ज्ञानेन ज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं यथैधांसमिद्धोग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुते अर्जुन। ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा। यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणं तमाहुः पण्डितं बुधाः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता पञ्चमोऽध्यायः कर्मसन्न्यासयोगः। ओम नारायणः परो व्यक्तात् खण्डमव्यक्तसम्भवम् अण्डस्यान्तस्त्विमे लोकाः सप्तद्वीपाजमेदिनी। हार्दं स्वागतं, hearty welcome to all of you for the next session of Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Now, the development of this chapter, all of you please open your e-book. Because every chapter has got a systematic approach. There is central theme of Bhagavad Gita. What is it? K.N. Suprabhatam. Right target. One night rest is always very good. Night is always difficult. I understand that. No problem. Good. So, central theme of Gita is Jnanam. And through Jnanam, you should get Moksham. If you see consistently from second chapter, Bhagavan will be mentioning Jnanam either directly or indirectly in most of the chapters. One point. Now, along with that, Bhagavan will always give what? The sadhanas required for acquiring Jnanam. This is called analysis of Bhagavad Gita. How is Bhagavad Gita structured? We say, no, it is Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Su Upanishatsu. Upanishatsu means what? Everything that is told is connected to Upanishads. So Upanishatsu. Brahmavidya, what is the goal? That's why I keep saying no one in the world generally says this. The goal of Bhagavad Gita is Brahmajnanam. Brahmavidya. It is there every chapter you are chanting, no? It does every chapter. Now only you are discovering. Because you keep on repeating, continues the same thing, and it becomes a natural repetition. We don't pay attention to what is really being said. Correct, Atmanathan? Mechanically, people do the same thing, but not knowing what is the meaning of that. So, Brahma Vidyayam. Next is Yoga Shastre. What is Yoga Shastre? All the sadhanas required for getting Brahma Vidya. So, every chapter summary, when you are chanting, you are actually saying what is the central theme of Gita and what are the practices sadhana required to get that Brahma Jnanam. Clear? Is it clear? There is a structure. You have to sit down and understand properly. Simply mechanically rushing through things will never ever give you the critical thinking that is required for understanding Gita. Similar to that, every chapter there is a goal or a set of goals. That's what we are doing in this ebook. Nobody has done this till now. Okay, this ebook gives you the goal, because once you take a chapter, you should know what are the things that I'm going to understand from this, how it is connected to the rest of the Gita, how does it contribute to finally the moksham, jnanam moksham. And that is, when you understand that, and when you know the goals of each and every chapter, I'll tell you, remembering the shlokas becomes easier. And when you chant the sloka, know the meaning, you will be able to commit to memory the Gita faster. I'm giving you the shortcut way to memorize the Gita. You're getting the point, right? All of you understand? 5 people can say, do you understand what I'm saying? So now open this and you will see how the whole thing is connected. So first is Bhagavan as a sadhana is recommending that either you follow grihastha-ashrama or sannyasa-ashrama, but do that correctly. Whichever ashrama you choose, way of life, do that correctly. Know the tenets of that particular lifestyle. See, either of the lifestyle is fine, but the problem is not knowing and not following the correct principles of that lifestyle becomes a problem. Are you getting what I'm saying? Any profession is fine, which is dharmic, but not knowing what to do in the profession and getting stuck will give you frustration. Yes or no? Brother Sagar, 10-15 years back, everybody wanted to get into software. And then all struggled. Many people struggled. They said, no, this is not for me. And then they came out. Correct? Like that, we cannot just suddenly jump into something without knowing what to do. Similarly, you follow grihastha-ashrama. This is our lifestyle. But know how to live it efficiently. Are you not getting all the tips and tools? What to do in our daily life? Bhagavan, that is the first goal. So both are fine, but follow whichever is the chosen path, whichever is ordained path, correctly and sincerely. And both can lead to jnanam. Like how we know the summarize wonderfully in the weekly digest. He has put very clearly how both lifestyles can lead to, provided you follow all the tenets correctly. And how do I know whether I'm on the path? Because as you proceed further properly in grihastha-ashrama or sannyasa-ashrama, you will start understanding Vedanta, and then you will understand the nature of Atman. So now you see, Bhagavan is saying, when I'm starting to progress in the Vedanta margam, because final goal is moksha, right? For that, Vedanta is sadhana, Jnana Yoga is sadhana. Then you understand Atma Swarupam. Look at the second goal. How do I know whether I've understood the Atman? Only by knowing clearly this is Atma Swarupam. Okay. And then, because those things will culminate in your experience, before that you understand what is Atma Swarupam. And then more practically, how does a Jnani behave in the world? Jnani Lakshanam. Correct? Now you see, Bhagavan has begun its lifestyle, entered into Atma Gnanam, explains Atma Swarupam, then explains the nature, the natural traits of a Jnani, similar to what? The Sthitaprajna Lakshana we discussed in second chapter, Jnani Lakshanam. And finally he says that what is Jnana Phalam? Correct? So once I'm going to take up a lifestyle, I should know what is the result I'm getting. Correct? Ramesh Venkatesan, good evening. He has now sent his daughter to US to study higher education. He knows the goal, what he's going to get. Simply he has not gone there. Like that, you should know what is the phalam of getting jnanam. And so that is another important goal. Now, while we are doing all these things, Bhagavan also wants to say what are the key factors that will fast track you in the path of jnanam. Correct? Like all of you got refresher course, no? Now IIT is coming. A lot of you still camera off. Discipline, I keep saying. There is refresher course or not? To fast track to get top marks in JEE. Correct? So Bhagavan also knows that all that methodology he knew from those days. So he's telling how do you go into Jnana Margam for getting moksham faster. He is clearly emphasized the importance of Vairagyam. Goal C, you look at it. Rutvej, can you see how structured it is? What is required? Vairagyam is, if you get Vairagyam, very soon you'll get Jnanam, let me tell you. So Vairagyam is very important. From Vivekam, if you get Vivekam, you'll get Vairagyam. It will fast track you to Jnanam. And then what will happen? Here and now, by living in the world, you will become a Jivan Mukta. Pathingla? Can you see the whole structure? You don't need to write anything. You just follow what has been written in that e-book. Very, very powerful, very structured. Yes or no? Satish Ore? Clear agidya? Yang chana connect agidya nodello kuda. So once you got Vairagyam, you get Jnanam, and then you become Jivan Mukta. Who is a Jivan Mukta? How does it happen? And there is another technical term called Videha Mukti. What does it mean? Clear? This is how the goals of the 5th chapter are organized. And we go to the details. You go to the page number 2, where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections are given. And we have now finished section 1 and section 2. Correct? 1 to 6 and 7 to 12. We have finished. We finished 12. No, sloka number 12 is over or not? Yes, see, exactly. So the second section, 7 to 12, Karma Yoga and Sannyasa Yoga has been explained. Now begins, why should I follow the right lifestyle? You all ask the question, right? Sir, everybody is living one way, sir. Why should I follow? Why should I be disciplined? Why should I get up in the morning? Everybody is getting up at 7:30, 8 o'clock, just putting some dress and going to office. Correct? Sandhyavandhanam Mantras. Why should we do all these things? So Bhagavan says, if you follow all these things correctly, then that will become proper karma. Then through karma yoga, you get chitta shuddhi. Then study Vedanta Shastra, get jnanam and get Brahma jnanam. So in Vedanta, when you come right down, jnanam is equal to Brahma jnanam, is equal to Atma Gnanam. Somebody posted me a question separately. Is Brahma jnanam same as Atma Gnanam? Yes. Because Brahman and Atman are one and the same. Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. So what is the phalam? Now the next slokas. Sloka number 13 to 21. How many slokas are there? 9 slokas are there. Correct? All of you still camera. A lot of people, please turn cameras. 9 slokas are going to be dedicated to Brahma Jnana Phalam. What does it mean? Busy writing notes. Put in chat box also. All your notes. Then you can, one way you do is smartly, you put it in the chat box, then you extract later. Okay, that's a good way. Very good. So Brahma Jnana Phalam. So we are going to now discuss Brahma Jnana Phalam. Sloka number 13 to 21 is 12. Padavibhaga Anmaya over or not? Can somebody confirm? Done, no, completely. Very good. I'm very happy. Now everybody is in the subject. 15 minutes it takes. Naveen V. The Sudu Budigirthan. First or 10 minutes, then only you will get into the class. Now you're all in the class. Now we'll start the sloka number 13. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Sarva Karmani Manasa Sanyasyaste Sukham Vashi Navadvare Pure Dehi Naiva Kurvanna Karayan.
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Sarva Karmani Manasa Sanyasyaste Sukham Vashi Navadvare Pure Dehi Naiva Kurvanna Karayan.
Very good, all of us. This is a very important shloka. This, you can give it 7-star shloka. All of you, please commit to memory. It's got a lot of meaning. I'm going to go fast. I told you, we'll now go in slightly faster mode. We'll complete more and more shlokas. Our e-book team has to get ready. The 6th chapter, no? We have to upload it quickly. No? Now, together. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Sarva Karmani Manasa Sanyasyaste Sukham Vashi Navadvare Pure Dehi Naiva Kurvanna Karayan. Now in this sloka, Bhagavan is saying very clearly how a jnani is very comfortable. First, you should reach a level of comfort, yes or no? Once you are comfortable, then automatically you will be always happy. Correct? Suppose somewhere you go, they give you some chair to sit down. In a conference, chair itself is not comfortable. Then how will you then participate properly? Correct? Like that, first you will reach a state of comfort, and then what? Always all the actions you do, whatever you're doing, always what? Blissful, happy, no frustration, nothing. Comfort zone. Very good. So, to reach the comfort zone, there are some steps that the jnani uses, which is very natural. It is not that suddenly, invent something or discover something, he or she. What is the first thing? First thing is Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Whatever Bhagavan taught in the previous chapter is saying is the first requirement. So renouncing all actions through knowledge. All actions means what? Stage 1 is renouncing the results of action. Stage 2 through knowledge, renouncing that I am the doer. Clear, huh? I'm going to go a bit fast. Somebody follow me and say, yes, I'm understanding. Then you can put the remaining thing in the chat box. Otherwise, I will go on and on. This will never end. Okay. Renouncing all actions, both the results of actions and also the agency of action, both are renounced. Second, self-control is very important. That means what? Naturally, the person's traits are such that it will not go in the wrong direction. Clear, huh? Naturally, because dharma anushtanam, now you can ask, is suddenly Atma Gnanam coming and pushing the person to make sure everything is controlled? Meenakshi Mami, abdi. See, you know, right? If you keep a magnetizable material with a magnet for a considerable period of time, it will get magnetized. You know that? Science. Yes or no? Madhu Harish. Correct? Huh? So this physical instrument, which has been in the path of dharma for n number of years, n number of lives, whatever it is magnetized in the path of dharma. It will never do anything wrong. So self-control becomes natural. Are you getting the point? Extra jnanam is a buffer. Like is a buffer, no? Bonus. But the practices have been on dharma. And without dharma, there is no jnanam. Don't think after getting jnanam, you can do whatever you want. You cannot say, anyway, I don't have any ownership, I'll do whatever I want. You cannot say that. Right down, Ken. Or you only, all young people study all this. Naishkarmya Siddhi. In that, Sureshwaracharya dedicates last 10-12 shlokas to the lifestyle nature of a Gnani. And he says very clearly, the Gnani will always be on the path of dharma. The person will not forsake dharma at any cost. Clear? Nobody has got license to transgress dharma. Even Bhagavan also will not. That's why in Bhagavan Avataram, you see. Nah. So whenever something happens out of exception, even Bhagavan does prayaschittam. You see or not? What is Rameshwara Kshetram? Why it's called Rameshwaram? Rama and Ishwara are together in that place. You know the story or not? Nah. Please understand, all the rules are followed. That is why in Avatara Purusha also will follow all the rules. Clear? Are you reading clearly? So dharma is followed, self-control established. And so what happens? This Atma Gnani, seemingly is for the world, he is interacting, he or she is interacting. So what the person is doing? Comfortably resting in the city of 9 gates. There are 9 gates in this city. The city is what? The human body is called a city. Is compared to a city. Correct? So there are 9 gates. You all know the 9 gates openings. Navadvare. So 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nose, mouth, all those things. So inside that Jivatma, which is now become Paramatma, is comfortably resting. That's why I told you, comfort zone. The person has this comfort zone. So whatever actions are being done, whether it can be official work, Vaidika karma, Laukika karma, cutting vegetables, doing chapati, anything, Meenakshi madam, anything will be comfortably done without any frustration. Because you are very clearly now established. Because either way, you are neither going to gain anything nor lose anything from actions. So you reach the zone, comfortably remain. So Bhagavan says, comfortably the person is remaining in the city of 9 gates. So Bhagavan compares this body. If you got a city, somebody should be in that city, correct? You cannot have a ghost town or a ghost city where nobody is existing. Yes or no? So there is this city in which the individual, you are resting comfortably. And what is Bhagavan saying? When is the best comfort zone? Madhu Harish, you tell me. You tell your son, go do this, do that, do this. No. You are taking me out of my comfort zone. Correct? So Bhagavan says, this person is resting comfortably without doing any action. This person is resting comfortably without doing any action. And also this person, this Atma Tattvam, which the person is identified, does not even instigate anything else to do. That means what? They are happening naturally. total dissociation from action and also action orientation. This is the level that a Gnani reaches. Are you getting the point? Next minute, what was done is what? Not carried over. You'll remember everything. See, please understand there are two things. One is memory. Another is that aspect in the mind which keeps on pricking you. Are you getting the two things? Nah. You can have memory of anything. Even 40 years back, what happened, you will be remembering. But that will not be a cause for concern, will not be what? Giving you guilt feeling or some problem. Are you getting the point? I hope you are understanding all this. These are all very important points actually. Doesn't mean that Gnani will forget. Gnani will remember everything. You go to Periva, he will tell you exactly when did you come last time. Infinite memory. And the Gnani will remember everything, but no carryover. Because you appeared to tell you something, they will tell. Suprabhatam. Mahaperiva வந்து தெய்வத்தின் குரல்ல நமஸ்கார மகிமா சொல்றச்ச Periva talked extensively. Again, time கிடைச்சா படிக்கும் எல்லாம் நிறைய படிக்கணும். Because last time Periva has told 2-3 times in Anugrah Bhashanam. All of you study. Whoever knows Tamil, the Telugu version has come out for people who know Telugu. No, this Daivattin Koral has come out. English version is available. So whenever you get time, you read this. He says beautifully that what? For a sannyasi, you should not do any abhivadaye. When you do namaskaram, don't do abhivadaye. He's already giving the quote. You should not do abhivadaye. Nah. That's the reason. Nirnamaskarahan shastram adallam. But anyway, some people do and you can do namaskaram, but you will not do abhivadaye. Afterwards, they can ask. They will ask you that. Then Periva, no, very jokingly, you don't know Mahaperiva. As much as very strict externally, when you go very close, he will tell you all nice jokes. He says, we are not supposed to ask people to abhivadaye, but after all those things and everything is over, after puja, I will sit with them. I will talk to them very nicely. And again, who is your uncle? Oh, then they will think I know everything. They will think I am Sarvagnaha. He talks so jokingly. I'm telling you, you should all read all those portions. Naturally, as told. So please understand, comfortably is existing. And so, what? The person Gnani is always very comfortable. Are you getting the point? So please understand, the comfort zone is reached and they'll remember everything. They'll remember. That means what? But they will not attach the results of action or what? Something happened, so I'm getting disappointed. It's not there. Clear? That is how it's all test for you. That doesn't mean you should remember all people's relation. That's very rare. Only, you'll see that especially now, this Periva and Mahavira, both are very good. Suddenly they'll tell, Ken, you and somebody are next to each other. He will establish a relationship with both of you. Within some time. So they'll remember example. Clear? Now, so look at the Padavibhaga Anvaya for this slokam. I tell you, once you are on the path of spirituality and spend time with Gnani, the most enjoyable moments. Swamiji, I spent so many years. You will never know. They will have so much of things to share. It is very light-hearted and it's a nice journey. Okay, now, sloka number 13, Padavibhaga. Sarva karmani manasa sanyasya aste. Sanyasya aste sukham vashi namadvare pure dehi na eva kurvan na karayan. Be careful, do properly Padavibhaga. No Anmaya. Sanyasya sarva karmani manasa. First group. Sanyasya sarva karmani manasa vashi dehi sukham aste. Second group. Third group. Pure navadvare naeva kurvan na karayan. Very simple, right? 3 groups. Now, Anmaya meaning. Sanyasya. Sanyasya doesn't mean taking sannyasam. Sanyasya means renouncing. The act of renunciation is called sannyasa. The ashrama also is called sannyasa ashrama. So now that doesn't mean the person is now taking a sannyasa ashrama. Sannyasa, renouncing what? Sarva karmani, all actions. How? Not physically. Manasa, through knowledge. What should you understand now? The person is engaged in action, but renouncing the results of action and also agency of action mentally. Kumarji is thinking, how is it possible? It will be possible. Once you get jnanam, you'll understand how it is possible. Okay, so sanyasya sarva karmani manasa, renouncing all actions through knowledge. See, manasa, I told you, through. Through means what? It is what? Trijaya Vibhakti. So, manasa. I told you another mantra from Kathopanishad. Manasaivedamaptavyam nehananasti kinchana. Manasa eva idam aptavyam. Through the mind alone. The same mind which has got so much of distraction, problem, tension, worry, same mind has to be trained. Ganesh Ramurthy, no mind la kadikadhu. You not suddenly get இந்த பழம் அந்த பழம் அந்த பழம் இந்த அதெல்லாம் கிடையாது. ஒரே பழம் தான், ஞான பழம். Should be a ஞான பழம். This mind should be trained to become ஞானம். புரிஞ்சதா? So the same mind is trained to then what? Do actions. One part of the mind will be doing actions. Another part will renounce all the what? The ownership of action. How is it possible? Again, your mind only was dreaming in the night. Same mind is rejecting the dream in the morning or not? Yes or no? Is it somebody else rejecting your dream? I hope you're understanding. Yes or no? Sometimes you get up in the morning and say, Abba, luckily it was a dream. Did you forcibly reject the dream? So you said, no, dream, go away. No. You said, no. What is happening? Naturally, you are established in the state that dream is unreal. Yes or no? Vinod, very good. Now these are all examples. How to teach Vedanta. You are all doing it. That should be applied. It will come naturally over a period of time. So renouncing all actions through knowledge. That's why I keep saying, LV sir, once you become Jnani, it is all drama. Drama in Kannada is called what? Kumarji, all our Bangalore friends. Kumarji, Satish Ore, drama andre eno? Nataka. So where should you come for doing Nataka? Come to Karnataka. Okay? Come to Karnataka, become Nataka. Everything Nataka only. Very good. So renouncing all actions through knowledge. How? Manasa. Through the mind. This mind is not a normal mind. This mind has been sanctified by all the Susamskrita Manobuddhihi. First good samskaram has been given. It has been purified. Then it has got jnanam. Correct? I gave an example just now, right? Normal magnetizable material initially doesn't attract anything. Yes or no? Sugandhi Shankar, correct? Science says that you keep that with a permanent magnet for a significant period of time. It also converts to magnet. Then what happens? Naturally, it will be, you can stick things. You know, you got this, that stickable picture is there, no? Fridge. It's a good thing. You know that magnet Bhagavan has come. Bhagavan becomes magnet. Bhagavan actually is magnet. Bhagavan is attracting people. We are putting Bhagavan into the fridge door. Correct? All the metallic things we put stick like that. So the mind becomes magnetized. And so what? Naturally doesn't attach to actions. So why should I do all these things, sir? Why should I get jnanam, struggle and all? Then only you will reach comfort zone. Correct? Like Rutvej, you work very hard for 1 month. End of the month, salary comes. Then only you're comfortable, right? To do some work to become, Kashtavillade Sukhavilla. No gain without pain. So you do all the sadhana. Then you rest very comfortably. What happens? Vashi Dehi. Vashi means what? Self-control. Self-controlled. Vasham we say, no? So when you do Anganyasam, Karanyasam, Lakshmi Narasimha Natarajan, correct? When before doing Japam and also doing chanting of Rudra Parayanam, you do Anganyasam, Karanyasam, correct? That is Vashatkaraha. We say, no? So Vashatkarana. During that period of chanting or doing mantra japam, you are supposed to be self-controlled. All those things. We are driving away all the evil forces, self-control, purity established. If you do all those things and do japam will go smoothly. Correct? I not taught you that japa vidhanam. Sometime later I'll teach that. But if you do that, sometimes people say, sir, I sit for japam, sir. I get only sleep. I sit for dhyanam. I'm really in the greatest dhyanam, which is fast asleep very soon. Correct? Dhyanam and sleep has no difference. Only one small difference. In sleep, you are not aware you are sleeping. In dhyana, you'll be aware that nothing is happening. You're almost sleeping. Okay. So this person, what? Sukham asthe. So vashi dehi. Underline the word dehi. Dehi na anna. Somewhere dehi came, no? Dehi nityam avadyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata. Dehi enga undide. Dehi is not body. No. Deham is body. Dehi is embodied. Write down. Embodied. Inside. One who resides in the body. Padmavati, correct? Dehi means the person residing in the body. Indweller. Dehi means the person residing inside. Who is residing inside all this? No, your body. The Jivatma Tattvam. That has now become a Gnani. A normal person is Jivatma. The person is attached. Are you getting what I'm saying? Atmanathan. This is very poetically, beautifully described in Mundaka Upanishad. Vasuparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vriksham parishashvajate. So, in that Upanishad, I'll take all this, you know all these things. Beautifully it's explained. In one branch of tree, Guru Swami Krishna, there are two birds sitting. One bird is pecking all the different fruits, different, whatever is available and trying to taste. It is tasting something enjoyable. I'm very happy. Something it is tasting, it is what is it, that puli, karam, sour, it is spitting out. Rajan sir, purida? Dwa suparna, two birds sitting on a tree. Sayuja sakhaya, they're actually good friends. One of them is tasting everything and some enjoyment, some rejection. Continuous, like sine wave. I told you, sometimes happy, sometimes. Other one is only what? Witnessing, not engaging any action. Satish, not engaging in any action and observing, you are dancing to the tunes, has become a witness, sakshi, correct. So that mantra is so beautiful. If I take that mantra, Manumati will take one full class. So I will not take it. I will use Jalak so that you get inspiration to read Mundaka Upanishad, then I take the class. Vasuparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vriksham parishashvajate tayor. So that one of them, Pippaladam swadati anashtan anya abhicha kashiti. So beautiful mantra there. Like that, this person has become which bird? What does this mantra say is that, Ravi, the individual is the same. Initially, you are engaged in action. You go and start tasting, doing something, using the sense organs, sometimes happy, sometimes sorrow. But the same mind, when it's trained, becomes a witness. Other things happen naturally. So, like that, this person has got jnanam. And so, vashi dehi, always self-control is there, naturally. Write down. Self-control is not artificial. Naturally self-controlled person. Sukham asthe. Dehi na purnira. What is dehi? Dehi means the person residing inside. Jivatma tattvam. Sukham asthe. Comfortably remains. You can never take a Gnani out of his or her comfort zone. Correct? Are we in our comfort zone always? Nah. At a drop of a hat, you will be taken out of comfort zone. Correct? It just takes only one small word. Nah. Out of comfort. Correct? So please understand. Always comfortable, unperturbed. Very good. Swamiji. Correct. So comfortably remains. Where does the person remain? We'll say, sir, does the person goes to Kailash, Manasarovar? Does he go somewhere else? No, he's here and now, within this body only. Exposed to the vagaries of the entire world, in this physical body itself, Pure Navadvare, Pure, Saptami, in Navadvare, in the city. So Pure means what? In the city. And what is the city? The city is called City of 9 gates. Tamil நிறைய இதுக்கு சித்தர் பாடல்லாம் இருக்கு. Radhakrishnan sir can start singing all those things. So this is what? 9 gates. That means what? 9 openings are there through which things come in or go out. Or a poetical expression. Navadvare Pure. Pure Navadvare. The city of 9 gates. Nayeva Kurvan. Without doing any action. Bathingla? Correct. Venkat Siddharamana is saying all the nice there. Now you see, Nayeva Kurvan. So without doing any action, that means what? The person has dissociated from that. That means what? Doesn't mean is irresponsible. It's romba kashtam to explain this, but you have to be with the Gnani to understand all these things. Anyway, I'm trying to do it from remote in Zoom itself. The person is what? As identified with Atman. So the person doesn't own up to any action. And na karayan. And also the person does not what? Instigate. Write down what we studied in 2nd chapter. Na karta, na karayita. Karayita na karang kediyadhu. Karayita means person who instigates somebody to act. You know, some people won't act. Comfortable sitting in some den. They will do all the operations of the team. Remote teams will be working. They will not do any act. So person also won't instigate. Now you're getting why Bhagavan told this. You know all that will come in your modern days. So backseat driving, the person won't come into the field. He'll say, I have done all that in my younger days. Now you guys have to do. I will only give the master plan. So neither the doer nor the instigator. That means what? Atman becomes an enabler. Write down. Atman is the enabler, witness consciousness that is there throughout the universe and also as Shuddha Chaitanyam within you. And so this Atman is the enabler. That's why Sri Vijayendra Atman, consciousness, can you do anything? We cannot do anything. But can you attach any ownership to the Atman for the actions? The ownership is attached to Upadhi. Write down. Upadhi is the physical structure which is attached to the Shuddha Chaitanyam. Correct? When you give something to 10 people, each one operates differently. Ram Subbu, correct? When something is appears in front of 10 people see it 10 different ways. How are they seeing? Because Chaitanyam, the consciousness is there in all the entities. That is common factor. Acharya says in Bhashyas, Samanadhikaranam, it is common factor in everybody. But then why is there variation? The action, reaction, acceptance, rejection, happiness, sorrow. Why? Upadhi Lakshanam, write down. The physical body, sense organs, mind, intellect, these are the things that are the variants. And so this is only an enabler. And so what? Like what? In your Apple Macintosh OS or Windows OS. OS is same. OS and operating system is same. Correct? In 𝐕𝐚𝐲, kind of software you write, it will either give you good or give you garbage. Similar to that, it is only an enabler. Understood? All things we don't understand. When you progress, you slowly start getting this. So you not very, far away. Very near, provided you follow the path. Clear? Shloka number 14. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Nakartritvam Nakarmani Lokasya Srijati Prabhu Nakarma Phala Samyogam Swabhavastu Pravartate.
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Nakartritvam Nakarmani Lokasya Srijati Prabhu Nakarma Phala Samyogam Swabhavavastu Pravartate.
Very good, all of us together. All the important shlokas to be committed to memory. If I were you, I will chant all this shloka in the morning once. After Sandhyavandhanam, Naveen, we, Sarva karmani manasa sanyasyaste sukham mashinavadvare puredihi naiva kurvanna karayanna nakartratvam nakarmani lokasya srujate prabhu nakarma phala samyogam bhavastu pravartate nadatte kasyachit papam nachaiva sukritam hu ajnanena vrutam jnanam tena uhyanti jantabaha jnane natata jnanam esham nashitam atmanaha tesham aditya jnanam prakashai tatparam. That's why I chose this sloka. Number 6 slokas. Can you see? It is coming now. It's a culmination of this set where the Gnani, Jnana Anubhavam, Dalla Anubhava Slokam bear. Okay. So keep on chanting. Then it becomes what? Magnetized. Your system will get magnetized. Slowly you will get oriented towards this way of life. And look, very easy. Nah, you can handle anything. You learn multiple things. Correct? Have you seen Atmanathan? நம்மளால ஒரு பந்தை தூக்கி கரெக்டா இந்த கையில பிடிக்க முடியாது. You know, people have those 5 different, that beautiful thing they keep on balancing. Everything 4 will be in the air. No, 1 or 2 in the hand. Have you seen that or not? Juggling. Juggler. Juggling. How are they doing? He also got only 2 hands. And is he doing artificially, naturally? Juggle everything. So that lifestyle should become like that. All beautiful slokas. Now, Bhagavan says, how does this happen? This person comfortably sitting, right? Comfort. The best thing, Ken, Sunday morning, getting up 8 o'clock is the best thing people like. Unfortunately, Brahmavidya class at Sunday 7:30 in the morning. So they have to get up early. US people have escaped. Now, of course, this is morning for California, West Coast people. I appreciate that. They have to get up very early in the morning. 6 o'clock is not difficult. It's not very easy. Very difficult. Both for the morning time for the Middle East people and this time for the East Coast. Bachao. East Coast only has to wake up till from 9 to 10. That the night period. Otherwise, they are all smooth sailing for East Coast. East Coast. Now you see. So how does this person rest? Aram say. You all want aram, right? This is how this sloka explains that. Allah Jnana. What is this section called as? Go on. What is the section? Brahma Jnana Phalam. That means what? Bhagavan is clear. I cleared for 3 classes east. Correct. Okay. So please understand. What is that? First of all, you become very comfortable. Brahma Jnanam doesn't mean life of only struggle. No, correct. Suddenly we see this person is struggling so much. Once you get Jnanam, is very, very natural. Everything, I'll tell you, your intuitive skills will multiply the order of 1,000 or even million. Suddenly you will be able to be very intuitive. Natural. So comfort zone is reached. How? By the knowledge. This is a knowledge. Brahma Jnanam. What is that? The Atma or Brahman neither creates anything. First point. Please understand. As I keep saying, matter can neither be created nor destroyed. Even Brahman does not create matter. Atman does not create matter. Atman also, what? In the process, doesn't enjoy any doership. Clear? That means what? Atman neither creates what? There's a difference in doing and doership. Are you getting the point? I hope I'll explain to you clearly. Doing means physically taking on this mobile and switching on. That's called doing. Doership is I am the person who is doing. Ahamkaram, amakaram, me and mine, I and me is called what? Doership, ownership. And acting is action performed. Are you clear now? Some technical terms you know to understand all these slokas. So, neither does the Atma create any doership, nor does it create the objects. Bhagavan is now raising the level. That means what? In some way, Bhagavan is explaining creation. So, when you say Atman is not doing anything, say comfortably resting, right? That means what? Who is creating all the actions? Who is creating all the objects of action? How are things happening in the world? Maya Jala. This is Maya Jal. Actually, Maya Jal da. That's a Maya Jal. But here, When from the standpoint of Atman or Brahman, there is no doership and there is no what? No object is created also. Neither the object is created, nor does it what? Engage something else to do the action. So understand. Na karta, kartrutvam, na karayita. Please understand. So one, no doership. That means what? Where does doership come from? Now, next question. Now, very seriously, write down all these very important points. Atma does not create doership. Atma does not create the objects. Correct? Huh? See, if you want to engage in action in the world, two things are required. You need object. You need somebody to be the agent of action. Is it too fast? Are you following what I'm saying? I'm breaking down the process of action. Without any object, no action will happen. And without any ownership or doership, no action is possible. Correct? Huh? So, Atma is not responsible for either of the objects being created, existence, and all those things, sustenance and solution, nor does it create the doership for entities. Shock are you so far clear or not? Are you getting what I'm saying? Then who is the person? Okay, one, the third thing, there are three things in this. Atma is not responsible for creating doership. Atma means Brahman. Both Atman, Brahman, both are one the same. It means what? That is Shuddha Chaitanyam. Shuddha Chaitanyam, pure consciousness within the individual is called Atman. The same pure consciousness which is there everywhere. Today we are not able to cognize is called Brahman. Purjirtha? Malati madam? Morning time. Sharp Sunday da konjam ella tamo gunam. Saturday evening in Bangalore, India da konjam tamo gunam vandirukom. Already 8 o'clock aayidhu illaya. Dr. Thomas has taken over us in India. Dr. Thomas. Okay. So, serious subject. So, it will be very sharp to understand this. Okay. Atma, this sloka is very, very wrongly understood by 99% people. That's why I'm taking some more time. Atma or Brahman or Shuddha Chaitanya. Now, Atma, no, focus on Atma because Atma is the person who is resting inside. Yeah, for our understanding. The Atman does not create either doership, does not create the objects around you. The Atman is not responsible for this body. The body has come out of what? All that Bhagavan is going to say later. So far, it is clear? Padma, are you following? Srini Swami. 5 people say, but complex subject is there. Atma is consciousness. Object is matter. Doership is action of matter. And so, matter and consciousness have no relationship. If I say like this, you will understand. Yeah. The third, importantly, from matter, whatever actions happen, results also come or not. Any action will create some result. Yadva tadva bhavishyati. That means what? If you do something, something will happen. So when the results come, will the Atman take ownership for the results? The Atman doesn't own up to any result. Clear? Huh? So neither engage in action, nor in creation of object, nor connected to results of action. Clear? Huh? For whom? For all the people, for all the entities. That means what? The Atman is residing in every entity, neither creating doership for the individual entity, individual person, nor creating the objects, right, in the physical body to surrounding all the equipments, nor connected to the results that are being done by this physical entity. Ken Buriyardo? Where is this Atman? Engyo illa. As I told, remote control engyo is not sitting in Kailash, Manasarovar somewhere and directing. He's here only, but not connected to all these three. Can you write all the three entities? The first is doership. Second is objects. The third is connection or contact with the results of action. So the doership and objects together is equal to action. The second is results of actions. How to organize this sloka? Neither the action nor the results are what? Connected or not created by the Atman. Atmanathan. You should know what you should live up to. So, how does it happen? It is all the play of Maya. So, what is called as Swabhavaha in this sloka is another name for Maya. Write down. Swabhavaha is equal to nature. Natural, we say, no? Nowadays, all people want naturally grown, organic farming. Natural. And this natural aspect of what? Of doership, of matter getting converted to different objects, also connecting to results, and then excited, jump in the air, suddenly become depressed. All that is in the field of what? Field of matter. Now you understand? So Bhagavan is indirectly telling there are two different. The conscious enabler, but not the doer. He's the enabler, but not the instigator. He's the enabler, but not attaching to results of action. It's not a beautiful thing? Enablement, if you understand enablement, then you understand all these things. So Bhagavan says, he'll give the answer also. He doesn't leave you high and dry. How does all things happen? The whole world is action happening or not? No, Rajendra sir. No, is action, there's no action in the world. Only action, correct? Results are coming also. Are people getting attached to action? Crying, laughing, jumping, all the happening or not? Plenty of actions, and only action. Action orientation. How does it happen? It's all the modification of matter, and that matter is called Swabhavaha. It's called what? Maya also. The word Swabhavaha is used elsewhere. Bhagavan. Anybody who can remember? Chapter number 8. Kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam kim karma purushottama. Adula Bhagavan tells adhyatmam is called Swabhavam. Oh, somebody quickly go and fetch it. So all consistency is there. So now we understand, getting some understanding of what is matter. It's a matter consciousness explanation in a very poetical way. Because Bhagavan told, no, this fellow is living comfortably in a city of 9 gates. So he has to say how all this is happening. So this sloka gives you a realization how the conscious matter principle are two separate, one is enabling the other. Now, Padavibhaga Anvaya for sloka number 14. Na kartrutvam, na karmani, lokasya srijati. You should not say srajati. Na srijati prabhuhu. Na karma phala samyogam swabhavaha tu pravartate. Clear? No, Anmaya. Prabhuhu. Bhagavan is the word Prabhu somewhere else also. You know, we won't find out. Connection. Prabhuhu srijati na kartrutvam na karmani. This sloka is quite difficult to understand. Again, for beginners in Gita, they will, unless you learn the right way, if you learn the wrong way, you will not be able to reconcile the meaning of the sloka. General knowledge is different. Understanding the meaning, interpreting the sloka is different. I mean, correct? General knowledge, but now people have got general knowledge. I give them sloka and say, explain that. They will struggle. That's why Padavivaga Anmaya should be done properly. Thank our PVA team. I'll be posting the 4th chapter. I will post the PVA this weekend. I've been very busy. All the team, they are doing such a dedicated job for you to understand. All of you order PVA book and buy it. If you study like this only, you'll understand. Prabhuhu srijati na kartrutvam na karmani and na karma phala samyogam. For whom? Lokasya. So there are only 2 sections in this particular sloka. First is Prabhu srijati na kartrutvam na karmani na karma phala samyogam lokasya. Then second part is tu swabhavaha pravartate. Tu swabhavaha pravartate. How many words are there? Prabhu srijati na kartrutvam na karmani na karma phala samyogam lokasya tu swabhavaha pravartate. Very good. 12. All of you got 100 or 100. 13 vandudha. 13 is sonaka, that is my own breath or deep breath. 13 இருக்கலாம். 12 தானே இருக்கு. All of you 13 இருக்கா? There are only 12, right? I think it's only 12. Pavitra, all of you correct. 12 only. Who will go into the final judgment? Then the bench is there. Each one giving a varying judgment. Only one, 12. Correct. Okay. Now, Prabhu here means what? Atma. Prabhuna and normally Prabhuna king. Correct? Correct or not? Prabhu is called king or not? Why Atma is called Prabhu here? Because the person is residing in the city of 9 gates. Who is the master of that city? You got a city, you got a kingdom, you have a king or not? No, in the city ki mayor and yes or no? You all know what is happening. Mayor election, you all know that. I don't want to get into all those, correct? So, and to sit in that city, that mayor, that king post, people are struggling, fighting. Here, person is sitting comfortably. The normal mayor in the mayor difference. Again, people in India will know, not in other places. So, there all know election, fighting, all is there. Here, what? The mayor is very comfortable sitting. So, this Atma, which is called Prabhu here. Atma is Prabhu. Normal king creates things. Now understand beautifully. It's a wonderful sloka. Normal king is responsible. He waves the arm, do this, do that. They should be all control. But this person is a king without a kingdom. This person is a king without establishing any control. Understanding? So beautiful. So, Prabhu, Atma, who is the king here, Srijati creates what? Na kartrutvam, neither doership. Karta means doer. Kartrutvam means doership. Clear? Bhokta means enjoyer. Bhoktrutvam means enjoyership. So creates neither doership. No, does not create doership. Creates, what is he creating? No, creates neither doership, na kartrutvam, na karmani, nor the objects. Karma means objects in Sanskrit. Karma means action. Karma also means objects. So, karta, karma. Okay. Karmani. Bhavachana. Na karmani, nor objects. Then what happens? Between the actor and the objects, there is something called a result, right? When you act in the world, every action has got an equal and opposite reaction. What is happening to the results of action? Even for the results of action, this Atma is not responsible for this physical body, mind, intellect to get connected with the actions done by the body. Clear? What Bhagavan is saying is the person who is sitting inside the Prabhu is only a witness. I told you, no? Anashnan Nanya Abhita Kashiti. Like the other bird is only witnessing. This witness consciousness is only enabled. As we say in Tamil, no? Subramanian sir. Kodandiyum killittu tottilum aatnana. That means what? You unnecessarily disturb the kid. Then the kid starts crying. Then you put the kid in the cradle and start and do all those things. Like that, in some way, Bhagavan has given the enablement and then made you dance around in the world and watching. Again, are you understanding what I'm saying? It's all poetical. அதுதான் பாடுறாங்க. நான் ஒரு விளையாட்டு பொம்மையா பாடுறாங்க. அனுபவம். Bhagavan, you sent me into the world. You have given me key. As long as the key is on, you are going on doing all the actions and facing the results and crying, dancing. No, Aramse, you are there watching everything. So like that, that's only Bhagavan is saying in a different way. So neither creates doership, nor is creating the objects around you. You create the object depending on your karma. Why suddenly Cain was in Chennai, Kuvam suddenly is in New Jersey? His karma has led him there. Like that, you create the objects around you from your karma. And then, nor does the Atma, is responsible for the contact, is the results of action. Ownership, the doership, the experience-ship, whatever you're doing, that ship, Bhagavan ship ku sambandhame illa. The ship is the body which has been given to you. basically to cross the ocean of samsara, but what we are doing? We are enjoying in the world and now wasting our life. For whom? Lokasya. Amara Kosham. Loke jane. Loka means two meanings. One is world. Another meaning is people. In Sanskrit, you should know. So, lokasya means here for the people. For the people, by the people, of the people. We say, no? So, democracy for the people only. So, now, summarize. For all the people, Atma neither creates doership, neither does Atma create the objects around the individual, nor does the Atma establish the contact with the results of action. Should be crystal clear now. Nah, Dr. Rangarajan Purnjita clear? I saw your photograph. Kanyakumari. I couldn't reply. So, one person goes to Kanyakumari, somebody goes to Mount Kailash. Atmanam, please understand that. Clear? So, lokasya for the people. Then how does it happen? But, tukaram means but. But, swabhavaha. Swabhava means what? Maya, matter principle, modified matter. So, you studied or not? Three Purushas are there. Every connection, if you study together, how everything will come together now. Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha. The Akshara Purusha is the Kutasthaha, is the fundamental matter called Maya, which modifies and becomes the world, which modifies and becomes the physical body, sense organs, integral. Ella, Bhagavan has outsourced to Maya Tattvam. Swabhavaha Maya, what? Pravartate, operates. Prakarshena vartate, Visheshena vartate, Vivartate, Pravartate. Ram Subbu. When you come to the ultimate Vedanta, Vivartavadamnu onnu irukku. Adula vandu Vivartate, Pravartate. Purinjada? Operates. Clear? So what is Bhagavan saying here? Once you get Jnanam, see the same mind. As an Ajnani, we attach to matter principle and then own up to things. That means what? Doership, ownership. Doership also add ownership. Both are together. Okay? Then what? You go and acquire the objects. You seek the objects that you want. Correct? Does everybody seek, let us say, apple? Some people may not like. Correct? Does everybody seek Badusha? If somebody has got diabetes, will they seek Badusha? They'll go and seek something else. Correct? Kara seva, they'll seek like that. You seek the objects that, I'm giving an example. Similarly, you seek the objects that your mental faculty is driving. And when results come, what happens? You only enjoy or you get dejected. So, this you means this physical matter principle that is there, that is engaged in action, does all these things and goes into the web, Maya, Jal, and gets stuck. Whereas the Atman is saying, know me. The same mind, you see, understand? The mind attached to matter gets stuck, becomes owner, doer, enjoyer, all those things, contact with the sense organs, sense objects, everything goes up and down. Clear? Whereas same mind attached to Atman becomes dissociated from the world. Only though. So very nice. So let us stand this sloka and end the class. Sri Bhagavan uvacha na kartritvam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhu na karma phala samyogam svabhavastu pravartate. Om shanti 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 Gita Samvatsara Vaibhavam. Shweta. Very good.
Namaste, Guruji.
Tell the chapter you're going to chant. Chanting the
Ashtamodhyayah.
Very good.
Akshara Parabrahma. Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Ashtamodhyayah. Akshara Parabrahma Yogaha. Shri Bhagavan uvacha. Omityekaksharam Brahma. Yaharan Mamanusmaran Yah Prayatityajandeham Sayati Paramam Gatim Ananya Cheta Satatam Yo Mam Smarati Nityashaha Tasyaham Sulabhav Partha Nityayuktasya Yoginaha Mamupetya Punarjanma Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam Napnuvanti Mahatmanah Samsiddhim Paramam Gataha आब्रह्म भुवनाल्लोकाः पुनरावर्तिनोऽर्जुन मामुपेत्य तु कौन्तेय पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सहस्रयुगपर्यन्तम् अहर्यद्ब्रह्मणो विदुः रात्रिं युगसहस्रान्ताम् देहोरात्रविदो जनाः अव्यक्ताद्व्यक्तयः सर्वाः प्रभवन्त्यहरागमे रात्र्यागमे प्रलीयन्ते तत्रैवाव्यक्तसंज्ञके भूतग्रामः स एवायम् भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते रात्र्यागमे वशः पार्थ प्रभवत्यहरागमे.
Nice chanting. Om Shanti Shanti. Very nice chanting. No doubt you are in lead chanting. So you're chanting now whenever you're getting opportunity. Huh? Please don't miss those sessions. Very nice chanting. Good. Keep it up. So now all of you, I told you just now, no? Where did Bhagavan say? Swabhavaha. The same chapter. Nah. Kim tad Brahma 𝐒𝐚𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐵𝐚. In that, Bhagavan talks about sloka number 3. Yeah, you all found the sloka or not? Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavo Dhyatmam Uchyate. Swabhavaha Adhyatmam Uchyate. Adhyatmam na enna? This physical body. Adhyatmam. Purujada, now you correct? Where Swabhavaha. Now you see, when the chanting also is helping us. Bhagavan is giving you all the connection. Swabhavastu. Now you are very smart now. All of you are Gita smart. Na, LV sir. So in chapter number 5, sloka number 14, Swabhavaha, Swabhavastu pravartate. Correct? Swabhavam adhyatmam uchyate. Are you getting the point? Swabhavaha means what? Matter. Fundamental matter, Maya. Clear? So we'll connect back in less than 12 hours. What is the next chapter we are going to study? Next class. Chapter called what? Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yogaha. We are going to what? Understand all the qualities we need to build. Very nice. It's called Daivi Sampat because unless you do Deva Karyam, you will not get Daivi Sampat. Now you see the connection. To get Daivi Sampat, one has to be religious, do the activities dedicated to Bhagavan, then only you'll get Daivi Sampat. We'll discuss in less than 12 hours. I don't want to say tomorrow morning because people will say we are already in morning. Why are you saying tomorrow morning? So I'll say always 12 hours from now. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Tatsate Krishna 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 Shubhamastu Samasta San Mangalani Bhavantu Satyayeta Narayana. So we'll come back.